Welcome back to Cozy Midnight Collective. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Lauren. Pull up a chair, lower the lights, and welcome back to the archive.
Welcome back. Before we open tonight's file, we want to issue a full content and spoiler warning. Tonight we are covering the second half and conclusion of Alaina Urquhart's The Butcher and the Wren. This episode will contain explicit plot spoilers, discussions of serial violence, captivity, murder, and forensic pathology. Please listen with care.
If you're ready to step back into the heat, tonight we are reaching the heart-pounding conclusion of our game of cat and mouse between Dr. Wren Miller and the Bayou Butcher. The secrets are out, the clock has run down, and the ending, well, let's just say it leaves us hanging over a very dark edge.
Before we dive straight into the bayou and break down that wild cliffhanger, let's set the energy for tonight's session.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how we do that. How do we do that? Tarot.
The midnight draw.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact. They just came out and said bacon is as carcinogenic as cigarettes.
It's such a bummer because
And I know. And I'm like... And so I told my husband, and he's like, a life without bacon is not living at all. So I don't want to be alive.
Yeah.
So I'll just still eat the bacon. And I was like, I understand that.
I mean, you just think about all the other
we're getting,
causes of cancer.
Yeah. And then we're like, now they're telling us that fabric softener is carcinogenic.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're walking around, the heat from your body, like the heat that's generated, activates the carcinogen in the fabric softener, which is literally attached to your body because you fabric soften as you wash, right? And so I was like, oh my God.
I read
just everything. Our fruit.
Don't even get me started.
You can't even wash it off. It's
just
now made a genetic, how the fuck are we supposed to live in life? How are you guys surviving? I want to know.
Well, for the fabric softener, I use vinegar, just white vinegar.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. Yeah, it's just, here's the thing, you remedy one and 5 more pop up. You can't catch up, and it's just like, what are we doing? What is our purpose? Why are we here? What is going on?
I'm bummed because I've been missing salad.
Not supposed to be.
Yeah.
How? What the fuck? I feel like I'm living in a joke.
Yeah. It's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
The government, everything, all of it. Flippy, flippy, flippy. I got upright temperance.
Upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah.
What the? I just had a literal brain fart.
Upside down.
Upside down the moon, or reversed, yeah. And then reverse 6 of swords. Okay, hit me.
All right. So temperance upright. Balance is your answer. You must take a patient, moderate approach and find a middle path. This is not the time for doing nothing, nor is it the time for reckless extremes. Be measured, blend opposites, integrate feedback, and maintain self-control.
I have no control over anything at this point in my life, so much less myself. Thank you.
Okay. The moon reversed. The moon means clarity. You have a clearer vision of the world around you and within you. You have broken through illusions and see things for what they are. You may be ready to face what you've been avoiding internally or externally. Interestingly, it can also mean deeper confusion or greater turmoil if you are refusing to confront your fears face on.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, you've been going through a lot of that lately.
Yeah, the turmoil, the inner turmoil. You guys, I'm having a midlife crisis, and I'm struggling to get out of it. That's the only thing I can think. I'm like, okay, I'm almost 38. It really doesn't have to do with age. It does, but it doesn't. It's not that I'm turning older. It's just everything up to this point and then this realization of like the world and all these insights and like what's the point.
Yeah.
Like it's like, anyways, not gonna bore you, but it's
a lot.
It's a lot
mentally, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of stuff that you think about, and it's hard to like tell yourself like, okay, I need to focus on like my inner circle and like what's going on in here, because there's only so much we can do to change what's out there. But in here is like where you have some control, you know? Like obviously you can't control if like your kid's gonna lose their shit over something, or you can't control if like somebody gets sick or whatever, like whatever. But you know, you can control like little things that kind of help prepare for those bigger things. And so it's like you just have to remember to like turn off everything out there, keep an eye on it, but turn it off out there, turn on what's in here, focus here.
I just feel like a loser.
You're not a loser. You're just,
I really do,
going through some stuff, and that's just life.
Like I've put my, like, for all the work and the schooling and the degrees and the actual work and just, you know this, I've already said it, but just, and I'm to this point of like, we're not going back there. Let's move forward. I did apply to the community college to have them take a peek at my transcripts and like transfer all that over and look about doing classes to add for this like cybersecurity degree. Even though it sounds fun and I want to do it, and I'm gonna follow through and like meet with them and stuff like that, it just like, I'm like, I've already gone through so much schooling and I've already done this, like, but there's nothing else that can compare to what I was doing in nursing, unless, you know, I've got to find that comparable in something else. And I think my biggest fear is that I'll just continue to fail, and I'll just have blown my one opportunity to like make a difference, a genuine difference, even if it's just a single person at a time. And like being helpful to like the world and my community, like to humanity. And if I can't even do that, what am I useful for? And then on the flip coin, you're like, everybody is corrupt, and no matter what help and use I am, it's probably supporting some, at the end of the day, what it lines up to is supporting fucking pedophiles or human traffic, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our world is just so, like, it's just like, what is going, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm just going through it.
So 6 of Swords reversed. Resistance to change may create stagnation. Embrace the journey to clarity. Just, kind of keeping in theme with these other 2 cards you got. Oh, wow.
All right, what'd you get there, girlfriend?
Okay, so I got 9 of Cups reversed. Judgment upright, and then reversed 2 of Cups.
9 of Cups reversed. Superficial fulfillment may mask deeper needs. Reflect on what truly brings joy. Judgment. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. A little nervous, but...
Okay. And it is upright. You are about to realize a lot.
Oh, great.
This card is about profound, meaningful clarity. You will make your final decision and you will feel renewed. You are ready to make peace with a past action, forgive your past self, or embrace a path. You are ready for a major life change, and you know you are making the decision in line with your true calling.
I like that.
What are you doing?
I have no idea.
I love it.
I'm just trying to figure out my life, man.
What have you... Well, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
That's badass. Okay, and 2 of Cups. And this is upside down. Imbalance or miscommunication may be causing tension. Address differences honestly. I know we already talked about this, but I just thought, you know, Like if you wanted to share, because everybody knows you went camping.
Oh, yeah. No, camping was a lot of fun. It was like 2 nights out there, and it was our first time going with us and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we went with my sister-in-law's family that she married into, and it was a lot of fun. It was very, very quiet, like very quiet, very peaceful. Like even though it was a pretty
And the stars, I bet.
packed, yeah.
Was
Well,
it
I mean,
clear
we
sky?
couldn't even really see the stars because there was just so many
Aw.
trees,
Oh.
which I'm okay with. But
If you removed them though, was it a clear sky? Like,
yeah.
did you see any stars?
Yeah, you could probably see stars. It never occurred to me to look up because there was just so many trees. But there were certain parts where, like, if you walked on like the roads or whatever, you could look up and see the stars. But it was really, really
I
nice.
brought my telescope.
Yeah, and I was just like, afterwards you're exhausted. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we kind of
A
got
new family tradition.
Yeah, we got like our knowledge
Yeah.
this time around. We kind of figured out like what we should and shouldn't do, what we should and shouldn't
you might
bring,
join
and
them again next year and do that annual
Yeah.
thing with them. But obviously, you'll also be doing like your own family thing.
yeah, we were kind of talking about maybe going one more time before the summer's over, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we've got soccer starting soon, and since I'm coaching, like I can't just like
Go.
Yeah, I have
like,
to
You have to
be
there.
involved. So yeah, it was fun though, and I
You can
definitely
get
want to go
your
back and
steps and running in with the kids.
Yeah.
Do it with them.
I brought a book. It's a newer book that I don't know. It's new to me, but it's called like How to Survive Camping, and it's about like this girl who runs like this haunted campground, and like it's called like the Goat Valley or whatever. But it's like,
is this nonfiction or fiction?
Fiction.
Oh, okay.
But it's like her family has to deal with like all of these like basically different kinds of cryptids like all over her campground and like the area where they live.
Terrifying.
I started it while we were there, and then
so it's like it's like a port.
It's so many different
things. It's like a portal
things
that everything can come through.
No, and like she has like these rules set where it's like, and everybody in the town knows what it is. They know about it, and they know that like
they know
her
it's like,
family.
It's not like her will.
Yeah,
it just happens to her.
It just happens to everybody. So like the family, so everybody knows, and like her family runs the campground, and so they're kind of like the unofficial protectors
of
and like
the city.
Yeah, of like the city, the town, and then like the campground.
That sounds such like
it's really good,
cool
and it's
plot.
like it looks like it's a series too, but it's like
I love that.
It's like a compact book, so it's like perfect to take with you to go camping. But
how many pages is it?
It's actually not too long, about like maybe 300-ish pages, but like I'm almost finished with it.
Yeah.
And
do you love it?
I love it. This poor woman is like going through so much shit because it's like, and it's also kind of funny at certain points too, where it's like the staff that works there, they know, and like one of her staff members, he has like these 2 Irish wolf hounds that like help keep him safe like while he's doing work.
Are they from the ether?
So they're just, I mean, they're very in tune with with like their owner.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, but it's like she literally runs into this random guy sometimes. He's called like the man with a cup, and his cup is a skull, and it's got like blood in it. And if he tells you to drink from it, you're supposed to drink from it, and you have to finish the whole thing. And all it really does is it makes you sick. But she said like every time he comes around, like he kind of knows, and he likes to tease her with it. So he's like covered in like tattoos and stuff.
What's the point of it? Does he keep you alive? Like if you don't do it, you die?
No point. He just likes to fuck with people, and so it's like that's his thing.
And he himself is not a cryptid.
He is a cryptid. So he's just like a creature. Yeah.
I'm like, I feel kind of like Men in Black. You know how they're all like walking around.
Yeah.
With
they're everywhere. Like
they're just like, oh, it's part of them. He's from there. He's from there.
It's pretty much like that, where it's like different variations of aliens, like in Men in Black. It's like different variations of something else. So it's like there was one time where it was Christmas in this book, and there's like these creatures. They're like Russian like selkies or something like that, and you would think like sirens or mermaids because they live in like the lake.
Yeah.
But they're actually like these big, like almost look like Viking type things.
What?
And they come up and they go after people.
Partial human, partial.
It's like they look human and they have like these big horses. So yeah, it's just.
Are they attached to it?
Yeah, so they
Like,
sit
it's all
on the
one
horses.
thing?
No,
Like,
so they're
horse
like
is
they
its own
sit
thing?
on the horse.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like they go after people with like no Christmas spirit. And it's just like, so some points are really funny and then other points are really fucked up.
Do
And
they kill? Like, if you
they try to
have-
kill this girl because it's like, this is halfway through the book where she's like, she's taken over this campsite for her parents.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And like,
could you imagine
it's just
day one on the
insane.
job and they're like,
Yeah.
you're not fucking jolly enough, so you're gonna die.
Yeah, we're gonna kill you.
God, that's insane.
Yeah. And then there's
Well,
like
you're
another
selling the book.
one.
That sounds
Yeah, it's really
fantastic.
good. I highly recommend it. And it's like
Mhm.
good because it's like kind of summery because it's like camping.
Yeah.
But then you've also got like there's like a Halloween night scenario, there's
Mm.
Christmas, Thanksgiving. At one point she runs into Saint Nick and
Mm.
Saint Nick like
Oh my God,
gives her
that's-
something. Like it's really good.
Was it Cole?
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it saved her.
Was it Cole? Did
No.
Saint Nick give her?
He gave
Cole?
her like his like mantle, which I guess is like his coat or something like that.
Oh,
But
mantle,
yeah, it's like a whole thing. But it's
Like,
it's
goes
really
on
good.
you.
Yeah,
Like,
highly
holds that thing that-
highly recommend.
Mhm.
So
Well,
yeah. All right. So now that the mood is set, make sure your doors are locked, and let's open part 2.
Dose.
We left off on part 1, and part
Pretty
1.
big cliffhanger there.
Yeah, it ended with Wren pretty much coming forward and
Mhm.
saying that she used to be known as Emily,
Mm-hmm.
who was the victim,
One of the
very first victims
Mhm.
of Jeremy's.
Bayou Butcher.
And so now we're kind of understanding that like everything that we read from Jeremy's perspective up until this point happened in the past.
Well, some chapters
are
present, obviously, like with her partner.
but like the
and-
hunt pretty much was in the past.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's probably doing it right now too, because
Yeah, this is where it's like kind of confusing.
he's doing it
Yeah.
now too because they have bodies, right?
Yeah.
But then I was also explaining to Lauren, because I've read this book so many times and I'm going through it. I love it. It's such a good book. But he obviously keeps the bodies frozen.
Refrigerated, yeah.
And then like
Oh, yeah,
thaws
frozen,
them
yeah,
out
yeah.
and then refrigerator. Like, so not only is he like fucking with how they can perform the autopsy, essentially, like how old is she?
Yeah, because they've
And
been
I
trying
don't
to
mean
figure
her
out
age,
yeah,
but I mean the date of death.
Yeah, because they're trying to put everything together.
Yeah.
Like it all works like chronologically, where it's like, okay, we need
like you see
dates,
this
times,
in decay
like that type of thing
at day 1. You see this in decay at day 2. You say on and on and on. But that's like for normal circumstances, not somebody's a widower and they don't check in their kids but once a week. And so when they died, like the body was sitting for 5 days. Or car accident, get him, he's so yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
And they don't know like where did she die? How did she die? At what point was she put in the refrigerator or freezer? Like it's just so he knows what he's doing because we know that Wren went to school to become a doctor and they used to have classes together. It was chemistry or right?
Yeah, something with like lab because they were
or
lab partners.
Yeah, it was some sort of lab. And so he obviously has all this knowledge too. Or so we think.
Yeah.
Right? Like, did he graduate and become an MD? I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah, so Jeremy, so I guess where we can go, so we know that they had to dig up that person.
The music festival.
Where the music festival was. And they said that we thought it was Emily, right? But this person, they don't actually really name her in this situation. Because like the parts where he was talking about hunting down Emily, I'm assuming that was when he was hunting down Wren.
Correct.
When she was in the past, right?
Yes.
So then now we've got like this
new
body.
Because we were with there was the 3 of them and she was the last one added.
Yeah.
He shot Matt point blank in the head. Katie gets murdered. We don't hear anything about like anything further from the escape.
Mm-hmm.
But now that she's told us who she is, okay, well, we know she got out somehow. But here's this like new body, and it's like because they haven't found Katie, so it's probably Katie's body.
They did find Katie because Katie was the one who was under the stage.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
her body pointed them in the direction of who we assume to be
the person that's going to be alive.
Or alive.
That they're going to dig. They said you have 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
they got there.
Then that is, we're going to see who it is.
Yeah. So they get there and they find her, but she is on death's doorstep.
Yes.
Like
the
it
lack
is
of
not
oxygen.
Looking good.
No.
At all. Like her fingernails, like she had scratched at the thing, so she like pulled nails off. Like she was trying to get out of this like
could you imagine
box that she was put in?
And like
it's too scary to think about. Like being
there's a movie alive. I saw so like traumatized me for sure. Traumatized me, and I swear to God, I thought Sandra Bullock was the woman in the box.
Is it Kill Bill?
Kill Bill.
Yeah, and Kill Bill Volume 2, she gets buried alive.
No,
there's that.
This one, it was such a horrific scene. Every time I think about being buried alive, this like flashes in my mind. And she didn't make it. She died. But like just the video looked so real, like as if, and I was young. And so it extra did. And I was like, that would be
terrifying.
The saddest.
Yeah.
Like and what do? You keep going because like instinct, but there's really like, you can't move weight distribution over a box with you in it. Like, it's so sad. I'm going to see if I can find it while you keep talking.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So they find this woman, Jane Doe, and like I said, she's on death's doorstep. It's not looking too good, but she's still alive. And so they kind of get like a little bit of hope because they're thinking like, okay, if we can get her to the hospital in time, they can fix her up, hopefully. And hopefully we can get something out of her that points us in the right direction of where this person is. And at this point, Jane Doe goes to the hospital, and between part 1 and when part 2 starts, she dies.
Yeah.
They did everything they could, but basically they found out, because I talked about in the last
would have
part.
Severe brain damage.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't even that, it like they said, maybe she would have pulled through with that. Maybe she would have been fine after getting, the oxygen, whatever. Maybe she would have been fine, okay? But we talked about in the last part, Jeremy had given her the Jamaican, Jamaican sugar or something like that, or whatever it was.
Yes.
Where
it's a neurotoxin.
Yeah, and that is what did it, pretty much. That was the cause.
Well, your diaphragm is a muscle.
Yeah.
And so if you are given or taking something that is going like a paralytic, I don't know how it works. Yeah, like it affects your ability. So it is oxygenation. Well, it's the muscles, but like, yeah, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
So
I want to
sad.
look that one up too.
Very
like,
miserable way to go.
Thing. I mean, obviously it has to be, but like, what is it?
Yeah. And the sad part too is that Wren is kind of talking about how now she's there with Wren.
Her name is Emma.
Emma, yeah. And Wren is looking down at Emma, and she's just kind of thinking like, I wish we could have gotten to you sooner. I wish we could have done more to help you. And she noted about how, like, she did in fact get stabbed in the back. And like between the 2 vertebrae that's supposed to paralyze you. And she noted that, she was a runner, and her dad used to go on runs together all the time. She was a very fit, active, healthy girl. She was just a very good person, and just this particular way to go was just so shitty and miserable. And she's just feeling like she's kind of blaming herself in a way too, because she's like, okay, I know who did this. Oh, because she also found in her belongings, in Emma's belongings, she had the bracelet, and on the bracelet was an anatomical heart with the letter E engraved into it. And so this is where Wren figures out like, oh my God, this is Jeremy. Like, because she kind of had, like, that feeling in the back of her head where she's like, this is looking very familiar. These people look very, like, she had that sense where she's like, something about this is familiar. I feel like I know these people in a way. And again, we talked about, like, the refrigeration, like, these victims have been refrigerated or have been in the freezer, right? So it's like, it's messing with, like, these timetables. It's just, there's just so much going into this, like, fucked up situation. And so yeah, she came to the realization, like, oh my God, this is Jeremy. He's doing this because of me. He's figured out who I am. And so she tells her buddy and also partner kind of, you know, LaRue. And so they're kind of like, okay, we know who this guy is now. We know what he looks like. And she's saying, like, okay, when I knew him, he was Cal, right? So his name was Cal, and he had, like, brown hair, he had a beard, but she said every time I tried to explain this to police officers, like, there was nothing, like, there were no other bodies, no other people that went missing, like, when I did. Like, he was very thorough and he took care of everything. And she said, like, he basically, they couldn't find anyone that fit that description, right? Like, he wasn't. So she's saying, like, I think he's blonde, like, or she's saying, like, oh no, she's saying he is blonde because he had worn, like, a disguise. But nobody kind of, like, the only person that really believed her when she was talking about all of these things was basically LaRue's dad, who was a detective at the time when she went through all of this. And so he's kind of like, oh my God, that was you. My dad was very invested in this case. It was, like, one of his unicorn cases, pretty much, where it was like he knew that you were not that, like, because nobody was saying that she was lying, but they're just kind of like, there's nothing for us to do, like, there's nothing for us to go off of, pretty much. And so she had no idea where she was when she was in the bayou at his house, like, it's in the middle of nowhere.
There's always something, like, take the notes, you know, go check it out, you know, it's like, what's the worst that could come from it, that you waste a few hours of your time. When police are like, oh, our hands are tied, it's like, no, they're not.
No.
So anyway, another one of my soapboxes.
No, and
but I read really quickly. I'm super quick, so it's not for nothing. So for this last death, and her name was Emma, right? He gave her poison hemlock tea.
Oh, yeah, that was.
And it says, obviously, it says even ingesting a very small amount is considered a medical emergency. Severe neurological and respiratory distress, obviously, we already knew that. And there is no specific pharmacological antidote for this type of poisoning. So you literally, the best that you can do is go to the hospital. Obviously, you're going to stop breathing. So you're going to be in the ICU. They're going to intubate you, and you're going to be on a breathing machine. And however long that takes, it takes. So eventually maybe you die, or you get, maybe you get, like, a really bad infection from, like, being put on the ventilator, and then you die from that. Or, like, you don't get full function back, and like, you need one for the rest of your life, or, like, you have lung issues, or you just die because, like, your body can't. So that's, like, super fucked up. But anyway, the other thing what was I going to say?
Was it that movie?
Oh, yeah. So Sandra Bullock plays a woman who is abducted and buried alive by a sadistic abductor psychopath in the 1993 psychological thriller, The Vanishing.
Oh, okay.
And so now I have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to watch that for sure.
So yeah, now has to go back on my
watch list. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Thank you for coming to the Morgan Show momentarily.
Okay, so she didn't survive. Wren
so sad.
Again, she's kind of taking a little bit of the blame because she's like, I wish that I should have done more. Like, maybe I shouldn't have gone into hiding. Like, maybe I should have dedicated more time to trying to find him. But she was just kind of like, I felt like I got a second chance.
And she didn't want to face it.
didn't
She
want
was
to
fucking traumatized.
100%.
And she was just trying
And she did
to cope.
so much work. She did so much work
Yeah.
over the years to get to be the woman that she is today
Yes.
at this point.
That's still in survival mode.
Very much so in survival mode.
Yeah.
And so...
And, like, always will be until he's either locked up or dead.
Yeah. So at this point, she's able to... Now we have something to go off of, right?
And we will never bash, like, you never know what you're going to do in a situation.
No.
Like, honest to God. Like, and so... Whatever it is, like, she was just trying to cope and survive.
She did the best that she could. And obviously she was fine, but Jeremy's a fucking psycho and he's not going to he doesn't let shit go.
Yeah. And so it's just like, wow. So however long it's been, 7 years. Yeah. He's just been killing. But, like, why now just start to find the bodies? Why are we not being led on? Why wait for Wren to be in that position to start murdering again and try to lure and play with her that way? Where were you murdering before?
Yeah.
Because you didn't stop. We were trying to figure out, like, so that whole entire time where, like, bodies aren't, you know, piling up, where we're not putting the pieces together to find out that we had a serial killer. Obviously he was killing. And so that's, like, the body that was refrigerated. And it's like, well, because like, where are these other bodies? Like, does he have them somewhere?
Well, I think he was, like, kind of doing his own thing until he, like, had seen who... Like, I think he had seen her picture, like, either on, like, TV or in, like, the newspaper or something like that.
Yeah, but why wait? Like, he's been there.
I think he'd been waiting until because he does, like, kind of kick himself. Because he's like, why did I wait so long to try to find her? But he was kind of like... No,
not that. Why is he killing now? Because he started killing years and years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
So... was he just extremely well and they never found the bodies? There's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Why are we murdering now? Like, why is this all taking place now? Why wasn't it?
Well, I think it's because he's trying to stage it to kind of mimic the things that they had gone through, like, with her. So he's literally trying to...
What do you mean?
Taunt her.
No, I know that, but he didn't know about her from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know that.
So
that's
I'm
maybe
just
something,
like, because
maybe
it's
I don't know.
Really rare for them to be able to, like, start and stop.
Well, he does pride himself on being controlled. So, like, maybe he knew that, like, okay, if I keep going on this, like, killing spree, right? Eventually somebody's might put together the, like, maybe they'll connect certain things, right?
And it's like, so then it has
but I
made
think
amends
him
with,
seeing
like, oh,
her,
if I get caught, like, it now would be fine.
Well, no, like, I think it's him seeing her again, and then he's kind of like, okay, he's losing control again, so he's kind of like, he's going from being
to regain control.
Because, like, that was his thing, is, like, he was very pissed off when, like, not only did she get away forever ago, but now this person that he left for them to find also almost was able to give everything away for him again. So he's kind of like, okay.
Like, mad at himself.
He's mad at himself because he's not only fucked up once, but now he's fucked up twice.
Right.
So now he's like, okay, I need to get my shit together.
Yep.
Maybe I need to get out of town. Like, maybe I should leave. Like, she's got to know by now because I left that clue for her, right? Yeah. She's got to know that it's me leaving the, like, whatever. So he's kind of like, okay, maybe I should leave town. He's like, no. I'm going to keep fucking with her. I just need to, like, regain my control over myself.
Yeah.
I'm better than this. I'm not, like, an addict. I can handle this, right?
Sure.
So he's kind of, like, going about so he's like, okay, I need to get my shit together. And so he's, like, driving home from, like, work one day, or no, he's driving home from the cemetery where he... Essentially, this is, like, the scene of his fuck up, right? And he's sitting there, like, kind of punishing himself, and he's like, get your shit together, right? So he's in the car, he's on his way home, and then he's like, sees a bar, and he's like,
I'm gonna go have a drink.
And he's like getting that itch again, where he's like, I need to just, like,
relieve the tension.
Yeah. And so he's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go. So he goes into the bar, And he puts on like this, like, he's so good at like shifting faces where he's like,
he's literally a shapeshifter.
yeah, he's a chameleon. So he literally just like kind of shifts into like this like single guy who's just like maybe looking for like a hookup or whatever. And he scans the bar and he sees like there's some people coupled up, there's people paired off in groups, like whatever. And then he sees this woman sitting by herself. And he's looking at her and like he's like, again, he's making all these like weird comments about like what she looks like. He's making these assumptions of like what kind of a person she is. And I mean, to be fair, he's really good at reading people, and he reads her really well, where it's like she's confident, but she's also got maybe something happened recently in her life where she's just kind of like not feeling like 100% herself, but he's like, she looks capable. And like, he really likes people that are capable.
Yeah.
Somebody that's going to give him more of a challenge.
He wants to see your agility.
Yeah.
In action.
Yeah. So he basically sends a drink her way. She invites him over and they kind of get to talking, and he's very charming. He's like, oh, you know, you're very beautiful. Like just kind of making little comments like that. And he's like, do you want to come to my place? And she's kind of like, sure, I'll come to your place. And so they leave the bar together. They go to, he's like getting her into the car. And he, at this point, like now that he's hooked her, he's got her. Yeah. He's just like, I cannot wait to be rid of this.
No, I need it now.
He wants.
So he's getting sloppy.
Yeah. Right? And then there's a point where he even like winks at a guy that's standing across the street.
Which is like, oh, well, now you're in his memory.
You've acknowledged somebody, right? Yeah. So now this person, and so he's just kind of like, he's like, oh, whatever. So gets her in the car and they're driving, and she's kind of making comments like, oh, you're not gonna like take me to the woods and kill me or anything. I know, like that, right? You know, and he's like, oh no, like I would never. And
like, no, what? And it's like, you're literally doing that.
Oh my God. So he takes her to this like old, he says it's like an old playground, but the playground got kind of taken over by like wild pigs, I guess. And so they had to shut it down, but it's a part of like a park, but it's like really big and spread out. It is kind of in the middle of nowhere. But he says that his dad used to take him there to hunt when he was a kid, and they would hunt the boars. And they basically just like, he's like, okay, I know this area really well. Nobody comes out here unless you're a poacher, you know? And so he's like, I'm good. I'm straight pretty much. So he pulls over and she's kind of like, this doesn't look like your house. And she's starting to get like the alarm bells are ringing. Right. Well, yeah. And so she's like, okay, let me out of the car. This isn't funny. And then he lets the mask of like the cute, charming guy at the bar slip. And then now he's Jeremy and the psychotic killer. So he tells her like, run. And she's like, this isn't funny. And he's like, it's not meant to be funny. I'm being dead serious. Run. So she gets out of the car, starts running. She can't see anything. She's not.
And you know what? Pigs will eat humans.
Yeah. And so there was that aspect. But she's running and he's just taunting her. He can like, and he's like really good at like turning off like senses, and he can kind of like, he's like really good at hearing and following and like whatever. And so he does hunt her down. He finds her and like they're on like a dirt road, and like because she found like the dirt road and she's like starting to run, right? And she's thinking like, in her mind, she's probably thinking like, if I get to the road, I can, maybe somebody will drive by and I can, you know, wave him down. But he catches up to her and he has a knife and he starts like, he stabs her a couple times, I want to say, and then she's screaming and crying. And she's like screaming for help. And then off in the distance, you can hear two guys. And they're like, hello? And Jeremy's like, fuck. Like, and he's like, oh, fuck. It's like poachers, right? He's like, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm so fucking stupid. I should have known better. I should have known that maybe there was an off chance that somebody would come through here, right? He's like, my dad took me here all the time as a kid. Somebody else probably knows about this spot too. But he's like, fuck. And he's like, and so she's like screaming, but he's like kind of choking her. And then he's like, you know what? Like, you were so close, but oh well, pretty much. And then he slits her throat. And then he runs away. And so he runs through the woods again and like kind of cuts around to like where his car is. And so, yeah. So he's like, fuck. Like, I fucked up. I'm so stupid. I went out of control again. I should have known fucking better, but it is what it is. So now at this point, he's like, yeah, I have to leave.
Yeah.
I have to leave. He's like, he's pretty sure that he got her, but he's like, I can't stay here. I just can't. And so he's kind of like, now I have to speed up my timeline of pretty much fucking with Wren and getting my revenge. So going back to Wren, they find out, like, her and John or Detective LaRue. Her and Detective LaRue are kind of chatting. They're kind of figuring out, okay, we should probably get protection for you and your husband. You don't go anywhere without an escort at this point. Yeah. Like, you know, so they're kind of talking about that. And then they get over the radio pretty much that there was another victim and she's still alive at this point. So he had barely missed her carotid. So they're like, oh, perfect. Like, okay, cool. Like we're still in this. We're going to handle this shit. Right. So I can't remember if she ended up dying anyways, because I think she was able to write down, what was it, Jeremy, right? So yes, this is in fact Jeremy. Yeah. So they're like, okay, great. So now they're trying to kind of figure out, like, behind the scenes, like, okay.
She didn't die, did she?
No, I think she had barely made it. Either she had made it long enough to write out the word Jeremy. I want to say she did die by the time they were able to get there. I think she did die, but she had written down Jeremy on, like, a piece of paper or something like that. So they're kind of like, okay, great. Now we got to figure out Jeremy. We got his name. Where does he live? So while they're working out all of that, Wren goes home and she's told her husband all of this. He's privy to everything. He's kind of very much so on, like, okay, we need to maybe chill out. Like, maybe you should take some time off. Like, she's like, you know, I can't do this. I have to follow this through. And he's like, okay, I get it. Right. So going back to Jeremy at this point is a little unhinged. Like, he's losing lost control, like, of himself.
He's like, yeah.
So he decides so he goes home and he's kind of panicking, right? But he's like, okay, he goes down to his basement, right? It's all clean except for in the corner, he's got this, like, big chest freezer. He opens up the chest freezer and there's a body in the freezer. So he's kind of like thinking, like, okay, he's like, I know they're going to find out who I am. They're going to come here eventually. So he's like, I'm going to leave something for them. Yeah. He unplugs the freezer with a dead body on it, leaves it open, right? So he's knowing, like, okay, it's Louisiana, the swamps, like, it's going to start to smell. It's going to be nasty. Yeah. It's going to be a really big distraction. And then he goes to, like, this, like, wall of weapons he has and he pulls down a crossbow. Yep. Okay. That's where I was like, oh my fucking God, that's terrifying. Yeah. So before we find out what he's going to do with this crossbow, he decides to take a little trip to Wren's house, her home. Okay. And he's sitting in, like, the shadows. It's nighttime. He's watching her go through her whole bedtime routine, right? He knows that she locks all of the doors. He's walked around and he's done his, like, homework, right? He knows that she's locked all the doors. Yep. He knows that she's got, like, double locks, like, you know, every window is locked. Everything is pretty much set. Like, they have, like, an unfinished basement downstairs. Yep. She kind of left the basement up to her husband. Now, they do have, like, a door that leads from the basement to, like, the backyard, but it is, again, triple locked or whatever, right? So they do have a window down there. Jeremy notes that it is painted shut. So he's thinking in his mind, he's like, I know her husband is probably thinking, like, okay, I don't need to do anything with this window. And the window latch is broken. Like, the lock on the window is broken. But he's like, it's painted shut. Yeah. Nobody's going to get in here, right? So he's sitting here thinking, like, I know him. I see his thoughts. He's thinking nobody's getting in through here because it's painted shut. Like, there's just no way. And so he's kind of like, this is perfect. This is how I get into the house, right? Yep. So he takes a knife, cuts the paint, like, the painted shut part, and then he's able to, like, open up the window. He slides into the basement, goes to the stairs, and he goes into her house. He's in her fucking house, okay? She's sleeping, her husband's sleeping, okay? He goes up the stairs, and he can tell, like, which stairs, like, squeaky and everything, and so he's able to quietly make his way upstairs. He opens their bedroom door and is watching her sleep.
I know.
Okay.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Then he goes to like her nightstand, and he says that like when they were in school together, she had talked about like this ring that her grandmother had left her, and it's an antique, but she doesn't wear it because she doesn't want to mess it up, but you know, whatever. So he takes the ring from her house, and then he leaves. And he's like, she's gonna know that I was in here. And he's just playing with her, the psychological shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking tool. He's a dick.
Fucking sucks.
Like,
So-
he's just terrifying on so many fucking levels. I can't even. Ew, yeah, it's just like Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy watches her.
Yeah.
And it's like, ew.
Yuck.
Hi, we're back. Different hair, different color, maybe the same color. I think I might have been wearing white. I have legs out
yesterday.
today.
Yeah. I'm wearing my tank top.
Anyways, we don't want my baby to wake up, which she probably will. So we're gonna get into this.
Let's get this done.
Yesterday we let off when Jeremy
broke into Wren's house and
he snuck into Wren's house,
stole her ring off her
from
bedside
her
table.
mantle.
I thought for sure he was gonna try
Put
to
it
like
in his pocket.
kill, maybe not Wren yet.
He was in there while she slept.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kill her husband for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah, because they were both sleeping. So what happened was he had been like studying her for like the longest time, knew the ins and outs of her schedule, like how she moved throughout the house, what she left, what was normal, you know what I mean? But I'm going to demonstrate some self-control, and I'm not going to fucking kill you right now because I want you to look in my eyes to see that Jeremy, Calvin, Dubada, I don't know your last name.
I think it's Jeremy Rose or something like that.
Jeremy Calvin Rose, or
I don't know. I know Cal is like his alter ego.
Calvin, I think, is his middle name.
Is it?
But but he goes his alter ego. He goes by Cal, I think.
Fucking
I was like,
whatever.
Anyways, he wanted to like look her in the eyes and have her know it's him. And like, even after 7 years, he's the one that's going to be taking my life.
Yeah.
You know? And he's just such a fucking crazy. Anyways,
Weird.
I thought he was going to for sure like slit his throat while she was sleeping, and then she wakes up to like a dead husband.
I was like worried that she was going to be at work while there was like, you know, and like she's going to come home to her dead husband's body. Like I was
stressed
me
panicked.
out. He stressed me
because
out so bad.
I'm obsessed with her husband.
Yeah. He's so nice. Like I don't want anything
And
bad
you
to
know what?
happen
And
to
it's just like I feel like it is Alaina's husband in real life because she just like explains him as just being like the fucking best.
Yeah, just super supportive. And
and
loving.
I'm just like, please don't kill him, because then I'm like, no, then Alaina's husband.
Yeah.
But even though it's like totally unrelated, but I'm like, don't kill the good guy, please. Me and you, when we watch movies, we're like, oh, we love them. They're gonna die.
Lately, like the husbands we've been seeing on like these scary movies or shows or whatever have been like pretty good. Like they've been pretty solid.
What
like
was
the
the
one
last
from
one?
Passengers or Passenger. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did such a good job because he was just like at first he was like the right amount of skeptical. Yeah. And then he's like, oh shit. Oh
like,
no.
It's happening.
This is what you've been dealing with? Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Like this is fucking terrifying.
I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
He's like, babe, this is what you've been seeing?
Yeah.
And she's like, I fucking told you.
This is terrifying. And he's like, oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, let's deal with this. Yeah.
Let's run for our lives.
And he immediately was like, let's just sell the van. Like, it'll be okay. And she's like, it doesn't work like that. I appreciate it, but it doesn't work like that. So, but yeah.
It was a good movie. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. While Jeremy is planning whatever he's planning at this point, he
lasso the story up.
Yeah, he goes away. So Wren the next morning wakes up, has no clue what just happened, because this ring that he took was like an heirloom that she had,
and isn't it like covered in diamonds?
Yeah, it's diamonds, and it's like a little dusty. Like he says, like when he picked it up, it was a little dusty, and it's because she never wears it.
Yeah, because it's too big, right?
It's too big, and it's
too
also
gaudy.
And it's just not her style. But it's also just like precious to her, and she doesn't want anything bad to happen to it. So
she wants to be able to like wear it and hold it and like cherish it. controlled.
Yeah, so it's like clearly it's not
Yeah.
really something she really pays too much mind to,
Mhm.
but whatever. So the next day, she's talking to her husband, Richard is his name. She's talking to Richard. John's kind of like, "Are you sure, like, we want to, you want to keep being a part of this? Like, maybe you should step back. Like, maybe somebody else can
Like, you've
handle
done
this
enough."
pace." And she's like, "No, I have to see this through." And he says, "Okay." He's like, "I mean, I really wish you wouldn't, but he's like, I trust that what you're doing is for the best."
For her, it's more of like she needs to do it for closure.
Yeah.
She is not going to be able to move forward and like really live her life with gratitude and all the things unless she sees an end to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Like, sees him handcuffed behind bars or sees his dead body.
Yeah.
There's like no in between that would be satisfying.
No. And so she's just very much so like, okay, we're gonna handle this. So she's kind of getting updates as like LaRoe's going through everything. They interviewed, like they figured out that the woman that he had murdered the night before, or like, the one that he tried to slit her throat.
Yes.
And she ended up living long enough, or maybe living, I don't know. She's lived long enough to give a name. And where like they looked through her stuff, they found out like she was at this bar.
I think she did die.
Yeah, I want to say she did die.
Respiratory failure.
Yeah, but she was like, she had lived just long enough to write out his name. And so they went through her stuff. They found like the receipt of like the bar that where they had met. And they went back to the bar. They talked to the owner, and the owner's like, "Oh my God, does this have to do with like
crazy.
the Bayou Butcher situation?" And they're like, "Can't confirm nor deny," but he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you out." So he, gives them the security camera footage. And then they also talked to the guy that Jeremy had winked at, had also said like this guy was weird.
Face.
This is what he looked like. Yeah. And so they pretty much were able to figure out, okay, Jeremy.
Like, here's a rough sketch.
Yes. And so throughout all of this, they were able to find his address and where he lives.
Yeah.
And of course, Jeremy knows that this is coming. Okay.
Yeah. So he goes back.
He's been preparing.
He's needs to tell his home goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. So as he's like doing that, he does have a moment where he like loses it, and he does like punch the wall.
A hole in the wall.
And like it left like blood splatter. Like,
yeah, and he's like, oh, they'll have a fun time like figuring out whose blood that
is. And so he's just like, he's counting on them to stop and look at things.
Yes.
Before they kind of go out into like the bayou.
And he's like, what's something I can do to fuck with them before I leave?
And that's where he unplugged the freezer with the dead body in it.
Like the fridge or whatever. Or yeah.
Just so that's going to be lovely for them to find. And then they pretty much decide like, okay, we're going to go get him. And so Wren's like, I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
And even LaRoe is kind of like, I don't know, dude.
No, LaRoe's like, hey, you've literally done enough. We know
we got
like
this.
Who he is, where he lives, what's like, you've put in enough. You don't need to go to the next, like you have more bodies. Stay here, start processing what you've got.
Yeah.
And she's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
She's like, well, if anything, if anything, that he's probably going to have more bodies
like,
on site.
I'm going to use myself as bait.
Yeah, that. And she's also just like, just think of it as like, there's probably going to be more bodies. You're going to need a medical examiner there. So they're kind of like, you stay in the car until we tell you can come in, pretty much. Like, you stay out here. And then he does have a partner, and the partner has been made aware of like her connection to all of this, and so he's kind of like, are you sure? And she's like, no, I'm going. There's nothing you can do to stop me. So,
and he's like, okay, well, you literally, I'm not gonna say you can't go to something where there's a necessity to have a medical examiner. You know what I mean?
So
stay behind guns. Like, let us do what we need to do.
Yeah.
We're going.
We're going to, so yeah, they make this plan that they're going to clear the house first. When it's safe, they'll come and get her, and then she can come help walk through everything. So they get to the house. Shit ton of cops everywhere. Like, it is a packed freaking party, pretty much. Like, everybody's there, right? They've got SWAT. They've got people, like, getting ready to comb the woods, you know, in the bayou, like, everything.
Yeah.
And so they go into the house, and she can hear them, like, she's close enough that she can hear what's going on, and, like, she's like, okay, there's no gunshots, there's no, like, yelling, nobody's like, get down on the ground. So it's like,
Yeah.
where is he? So they come back and
Right.
they're like, okay, he's not in the house. Like,
Right.
you can come into the house, don't go out back yet
Right.
until we clear that, right?
But he starts hearing LaRoe, right? Starts hearing
Yeah.
music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they hear music,
And then she immediately is, like, back there.
Yeah.
The night that she had been, like, kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's got to be so weird to be.
Yeah. Like a weird, terrifying sense of deja vu. Like,
that's your true PTSD.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, because that's what Jeremy does. He's a fucking freakazoid when it comes to music. Like, he wants to torture you multiple ways. Not only your physical body, but, like, your auditory hijack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that, like, the whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
That's why they use it in, like, torture.
Like,
tactics.
Like, CIA and all that. Like, they'll use music,
music, sleep deprivation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I would just be like...
Yeah. Yeah, so she goes into the house, you know, they see, like, initially they see, like, the blood splatter on the wall, which is where he punched.
Mm-hmm.
They can smell what's going down on in the basement. So
something's cooking.
They go down to the basement. They see the dead body. Everybody's like, that's horrendous. That's
fucking
horrid. That's
terrible.
disgusting.
Yeah.
They're kind of making note of, like, oh, he's got, like, a wall of weapons, and, like, there's chairs with chains, and, like, there's all this medical equipment.
Dude's, like, armed and fucking dangerous.
Yeah. And so then they're kind of like, they all decide to go outside because, that's when the music plays. They go outside, and as they're walking, LaRoe goes down. And this is where I got nervous too.
The arrow.
Yeah. There's an arrow in his
No,
whip.
yeah, she like, he's down and she's like, what? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then there's an arrow. A fucking bow and arrow.
Yeah, because remember, he grabbed the crossbow before he unplugged the freezer. So he's somewhere in the trees
fucking
shooting his crossbow. And I was like, no, not John.
Lord Jesus.
I was like, leave John alone. Like, I got so nervous that, like, LaRoe was going to die.
I know,
and
so did I.
Because that's her buddy, right? Like, they're best friends.
I know, you're like, which one of these poor,
people,
good men are going to
go out?
Yeah, I know.
And then, like, so everybody's like, oh, okay, he's in the woods. So, like, they start running into the woods, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's people with guns running into the woods. She's here with LaRoe helping him because he got shot, like, I think it was, like, in the leg or something like that. So she's helping him with that. They're, like, call an ambulance, get an ambulance out here, officer down. There's that going on. And then
she looks up.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker is right there.
He's right there. And he's got the crossbow, like, aimed at her. And she's like...
she does have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's drawn, but she's frozen.
She's frozen.
And LaRoe's like, shoot him. And she's like, boom.
Yeah.
Gets shot.
Yeah.
However.
Yeah.
Here's another person coming up behind who luckily...
Shot. For them. Or for her.
Jeremy
goes down.
Jeremy goes down.
And, like, everybody's like, oh, we got him.
Fucking God.
Right?
Yeah.
So she goes up to ID the body and make sure he's dead.
Yeah.
And
wait, no, because they said they found the body and they're like, come check him out to Wren. He committed suicide.
That's it, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's because it was a GSW to the head.
Mm-hmm.
He committed suicide. But come ID the body. And she's like going over there and she's like, yeah. And then she was like, wait.
She's looking at him.
Wait, hold up. And she's like, I thought this was him, but it's not. Like, this man is not shot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shot that came from the officer from behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, this is not Jeremy.
This is not the guy. And they're like, what do you fucking mean?
And they're like, yeah, it is. No, we saw, you confirmed it, and this, that, and the other. And she's like, LaRoe?
This is not
unless this man was not shot, which he was. This is not him.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they had to, like, alert everybody that this dude's fucking gotten away.
He's gone.
Again.
Gotten away.
Yeah.
He straight up is gone. And, like, and it goes to Jeremy, and he's limping.
Yeah.
Away. Like, he's literally limping through the woods with a backpack and, like, all, like, his, like, shit. And he's literally, like, running, limping through the woods. And he's like, oh my God, I got away.
I can't believe I got away.
But he's like, oh, they're so fucked. Like, I'm coming back with a vengeance. And so
there's nothing sweeter than revenge.
Yeah, just disappeared. And so now everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, so how did that even happen with the amount of people that we have on site?
Yeah, and I'm also like, how did he plant the body like that for them to be like, okay, we got him, but then it's like, okay, but it's not him. Like, how did he
wasn't it one of the other was it another officer?
I don't even know if it was an officer. Like, they didn't say if it was an officer of like, hey, we got somebody missing, like, or if it was somebody, like, a victim that he had that he planted. Like, we don't know. Like, and that we're literally left, like, Wren's story ends with, you got the wrong guy.
Yeah, we got the wrong guy.
And then his story ends with him limping away. Like, through the woods, crashing through the woods. And so he's just gone.
Mosquito bites right here.
Yeah, I've got, like, something right here, and
they're so itchy.
So yeah, that's where we're left with this book. That's literally how it ends. There was, like, I don't know if, like, my book was, like, a bonus chapter or whatever, but it's like it's Jeremy.
When he's in
Massachusetts, and he's knocking on the door
of his friend
Phil,
so right?
Yeah, the one that we had mentioned before, where, like, they found the library card. We found the owner of the library card, and we gathered that him and Jeremy used to be best friends.
Yeah, when they were kids.
This guy is not receptive to Jeremy at all.
No.
He's like, you need to get the fuck out of here. I want nothing to do with whatever you've got going on.
Yeah.
You need to leave me the fuck alone. And Jeremy's like, well, that's interesting because you do have a lot to do with what's going on with me. You remember that night, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, we swore we never talk about that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, you're going to help me or I'm going to bring you down with me.
Or, like, you're going to fucking go down.
So... And so there's that.
Yeah,
so
there's
that whole aspect.
I forgot about that.
So
there's a whole other thing that happened when they were boys, and then we learn how even more Jeremy got to become the way that he is. It's fascinating.
That's great.
And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to rereading that book because pretty soon.
Yeah, like in like a week so, we're going to get our pre-order
And
copies.
you know what? I think I pre-ordered it in enough time to have her. I think I get a signed copy.
Oh, that's so exciting. I got the one with the sprayed edges.
Oh! Dude, it would have been the best if I could have gotten the sprayed edges signed.
Yeah. That would
because I almost want to buy another one just for the sprayed edges because I'm pretty sure mine aren't.
Yeah, I got mine through Target, and so like that's where.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll just buy them all. I'm just kidding.
I feel like I know how you would rate it, but how would you rate it?
I am like I want to say full, but I also am partially gibbous.
Mm-hmm. Like whatever the phase is between like a gibbous
and
like a full.
Yes.
I would agree. Because it's like a 4.5 where it's like, I really liked it a lot.
Yes.
Like I liked it a lot. Mm-hmm. I genuinely had a good time reading it.
Yeah. I thought it was like super
invested.
Unique.
Yeah. The twist.
Cat and Mouse has been around before and I've seen it and I love it when it's done right. I feel like I did like kind of like Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline. Like I like that kind of back and forth from that gender, that character, their POV. I feel like she did a really good job.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, those are the only two I can recently randomly think about that are done well.
Yeah.
You know, and so I thought it was unique because when this book came out, there wasn't a lot of that going on because this was back in, when did she release it? 22? I feel like I've seen more come out recently, but it because it got popular again.
Yeah.
But anyways, she did it when it I feel like it was in one of the phases where it wasn't super popular and she did it well way, and it was unique, and like she's a first time author.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Running a pot, like just I'm like sold on the whole package, and so I know that's already biased, but I would definitely give it a gibbous and a half. Like,
okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I would agree too, because like especially somebody that like hasn't listened to their show as often as you have, like I coming from like the outside and like seeing like, okay, I understand that she's got like the background too, where it's like not only is she like the writer and she covers all the spooky, true crime, like whatever stuff, but she's actually got knowledge in this. And I think that's what makes it unique too, is that she actually knows what she's talking about when she wrote about like all of like the medical type stuff, right? Yeah. So it's like I thought that was really interesting, and that kind of added to the book. And then I did like the cat and mouse thing, and then like also the twist and how she did it was very interesting. I think that like that's what I love the most about it, and it's also what I not dislike, but like what I struggle with the most about it too was just like, oh my God, like this is like it threw my brain for like my brain was like, okay, I need to sit down and catch up, because and then like, I'm trying to put so now I'm like having to re-put myself in the situation where I'm like, okay, so reading the stuff with like Emily
takes a little bit more brain power.
Yeah. But like but that's what I think made the book so cool to me at the same time, where I'm like, it's me, where it's like I need to just like, okay, clear your mind.
Yes.
This is what happened. And you're like, oh, okay, the pieces come together better now. But yeah, I would say give us and a half.
Because as a reader, you get so used to being able to like interpret the work a certain way, quickly, efficiently, this, that, and the other. When you find a book where you're like, oh, I can't just like relax into the same position that I'm always in and like go about things the same way. I actually have to like put some effort into it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too much. It was just enough. The one that's too much is House of Leaves.
Yeah, don't talk on that. We're trying, I promise. Like, it's just...
I feel like it's going to have to... It's like, it's going to be a start all over again.
Yeah, I think I need to start it
in the future. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be just the project. We'll figure it out.
It'll come. Yeah, I promise. It'll come. It's just going to... It takes a minute. Like, I need to sit down and, like, take notes, I think is my thing.
And we have to get through the current project. So maybe, maybe in the darkness of the fall or spooky season. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out and keep you guys posted on that.
I really liked it.
Good.
That's all. Yeah, okay. I'm really excited to read the second one.
Are you?
And I'm curious to see, like, what this whole childhood best friend has to do with everything, and like
I know, I was like, what happened?
Who's this guy? Like
when you were young?
Yeah, because how did like whatever happened? It obviously set this guy on the straight path.
Yeah, where he's like,
I'm never doing that shit again.
Yeah, he's like a good guy.
I haven't even started reading it yet because I literally wanted to finish recording this episode before I started reading that,
so it can be so fresh.
I can be fresh. But I'm just like, what did you guys do? like this guy is literally like, get the fuck off my porch. Like, goodbye. why are you here?
Yeah.
But then it's like, fuck, you do have to stay because you have something on me. So I'm like, what did you do? Like, I'm very curious. So I'm excited to read that. And that is a wrap on The Butcher and the Wren. That cliffhanger blew our minds, but the good news is the story isn't over yet.
That's right. For our August book of the month, we are jumping straight into the sequel, The Butcher Game. So grab your copies now because we are continuing Alaina Urquhart's series all through August and September.
We also have some incredible bonus drops coming your way soon. Keep your eye on the feed for Midnight Cinema Society Volume 3, where we'll be opening up our screening room to break down our latest movie watch list.
And finally, we have a request for our next round of Midnight Confessions. We want to do a deep dive episode on your favorite mind-bending conspiracy theories. Send us the urban legends, government secrets, or wild theories that keep you up at night using the link in our bio and show notes so Lauren and I can research them.
If you want to see our visual chapter cards and exclusive August reading guides, come hang out with the collective over on Patreon.
Thank you for spending your midnight hour with us. Sleep well if you can.
And remember,
Some stories are meant to haunt you. Bye.